Hello friends, welcome back to the bedroom. Today we've got something slightly different. What happens in this video is dependent on a few things, and a few things that are out of my control. And I think in many ways this is a nice reminder that actually there's not a lot we can control in life. So why don't we make the most out of the things we can control, and everything else, I guess, let's learn to be patient with. Take each thing as it comes. So as regular viewers of the channel will know, I live in the East End of London, and to put it lightly, it's a pretty noisy place. On any given day, there are cars bibbing, sirens blaring, and bits of construction work happening. Currently, there is hyper optic cables being laid on my road, and it's pretty intensely noisy throughout the day. I think they're about to transition from up the road down there, down to just outside my flat here. So we're gonna see how we get on today, but let's jump into the video. So I think taking a moment to appreciate the lack of control we have in life is actually quite a refreshing thing. I, as you guys know, have been training for the Brighton Marathon. I was very fortunate enough to make it to the day without any injuries or illness, and everything pretty much went to plan. It was a great experience. However, since recovering from the marathon, letting my mind and body get over the physical toll that it underwent, I have since discovered that I am actually injured, and I don't know how long this injury was there, but I do actually have a bit of IT band syndrome. So I'm currently a couple of days into a fortnight out from running, which is difficult to say the least. I'm itching to get out there, but at the moment all I can do is rest, recover, build up the strength in my hips, in my core, and just take it easy really. But if we take a moment to consider all of the variables in our lives that we can control, I think we can quickly find that there are more things that we can be doing. Not to say that we should become obsessed over all the minor details in our lives, how we can be more productive, how we can be better. That's not what this is all about. It's just about realising, perhaps during unfortunate situations like I find myself in with my IT band syndrome, I've taken a moment to consider my nutrition as a vegan athlete. Is there any bits of nutrition, of what I eat, what I consume, that I can focus on to perhaps help with my recovery, but also to help me actually gain strength during this time? So, since I completed the Brighton Marathon just over a month ago now, I've been putting all of my energy into my recovery. So I've been doing lots of foam rolling, I've been staying on top of my healthy vegan diet, trying to get lots of sleep, and talking to some friends recently, I thought that it might be interesting to start consuming some vegan supplements. So one of the first ones that I bought was a vegan protein powder. Now I chose to use the brand The Bulk just after reading some good reviews. I bought the Bulk protein product with my own money. This isn't sponsored in Bulk by any way. I really like the protein powder. I chose to get a vanilla flavour, and all in all it works really well for me. And actually in the couple of weeks that I've been using the protein powder, I have to say that my legs do feel like they are recovering quicker from my S&C workouts, and I do generally just feel a bit stronger, which is a really nice bonus. I believe the bulk powder that I'm using is made up of a pea and a pumpkin protein, so everything vegan, everything good on the environment, so really pleased with that. But perhaps a more interesting find that I found on the nutrition front is the use of beetroot. So in the build up to the Brighton Marathon, I was actually using the Beet-It beetroot shots. Thanks to the vegan runner here on YouTube for recommending the beetroot intake before the marathon. I believe that the vegan runner actually took on beetroot himself before the marathon, and I saw him out on track. He came in at an awesome time, about 5 minutes before yours truly. Massive well done to the vegan runner. Go check out his channel down in the description. But as I say, I used Beet-It shots. I also bought some beetroot from the shops and chopped it up into my salads in the week leading up to the marathon. But since the marathon, I'd kind of forgot about the beetroot intake. So I reached out to Beet-It. I told them about my marathon experience, and the guys at Beet-It were so kind to support the channel with a case of Beet-It shots for me to share with you guys, for me to review and to share my thoughts and feelings. So without further ado, let's open up the package. Woo! Beet-It Sport. Sick. Here it is. Beet-It Sport shot. This is the Nitrate 400 that Beet-It have sent. Beet-It did send me these, so thank you so much to Beet-It for supporting Scot-Free running. So the health benefits of beetroot consumption are pretty well known at this moment in time. I've just been reading some information about Beet-It as a company, and they've been bottling beetroot concentrate since 2005. So this research has been around for a pretty long time. But I've just been reading about Beet-It, and they've actually sent me over a booklet for me to have a read through and to share some of the information, some of the research findings with you guys. So there's a really interesting point they use here in the booklet, and I'll put it on screen now so you can see as well. But they say that dietary nitrate supplementation via beetroot juice has been associated with improvements of 4 to 25% in exercise time to exhaustion, and of 1 to 3% in time trial performances lasting greater than 40 minutes in multiple sports, including running, cycling and rowing. To put these improvements into perspective, the difference between 1st and 12th place in the 10,000 men's running final at the 2012 London Olympics was only 0.66%. Now, this is amazing. This is so interesting because it's all about, if we consider marginal gains in running, if we consider that a super shoe like the Nike Vaporfly provide a 2 to 4% increase in energy return as we run, or even if we consider the carb loading that we do before a marathon day, or even the clothes we wear, it might just give us that marginal edge over our opponents. All of these little things are going to be marginal gains. They're going to be 0.5, 1 or 2% here and there. But if we consider the research shown by consuming beetroot concentrate in the lead up to an endurance event, it's quite clear that there is actually a lot of gains to be had here. So I thought it'd be interesting to conduct my own experiment using the Beet-It shots in the lead up to an upcoming 10k race. I'll be running one of the run-through events through the Olympic Park here in London on Friday the 3rd of June. I'll be running the 10k race that day, and I'm really interested in the week leading up to that race. How much of a difference will the beetroot shots have on my performance? I will be aiming for a new PB on that day. Of course, it will be very much dependent on my knee healing, but I'm feeling really good about my knee being in tip-top shape as we get towards the beginning of June. But I'm really interested to see how the Beet-It shots can benefit my performance on the big day, and hopefully we'll be aiming for a PB. So, in this case, sub 36. How exciting would that be? But with all that being said, I'm interested to hear from you guys. Have you had any experience using beetroot to enhance your sporting performance before? If so, leave it down in the comments below. For the time being, we seemed to have avoided the chaos which is about to ensue outside. As always, find gratitude, find peace, and while we're here, I think it'd be rude not to... Cheers, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. That was a lot of liquid. I probably should have had that in 2 gulps, really. Quite a lot to take in one go.